I don't think this is
Subscription fees are a fucking bitch, and that's fucking, I think, what's...
That's what you don't even really use, huh?
Well, it's not even... It's the fact that we accepted the fact of accepting subscription fees. We think that's okay.
Well, those are for extra things.
20 years ago, fucking, you couldn't get people to fucking pay to fucking go to Costco. You know, you couldn't get people to pay, you know, $9.95 to belong to fucking AAA. You know,
is that what it costs?
AAA. No, AAA is about 40. I think $52 a year. $52 a year, but you get 3 tows a year. So 1 tow pays for your whole membership.
Yeah, I know. I think it's good.
You know, and fucking, it's pimp fucking status when you got to tow shit. You know, fucking, all you got to do is fucking call in. Like if you're drunk, you just call AAA. What's the problem with the car? The operator's fucked up.
Oh, can you do that?
No, I was telling them it won't start because the operator's fucked up.
You didn't really know they don't.
No, I say, yeah, it won't start because the operator's fucked up.
No?
You know, but I don't lie. You know, fucking.
Yeah, well, that's a lie, that's for sure.
That's not a lie.
No, I know. That's what I try to do with my bosses. Remember they go, Tom, do you want my story or do you want the what story?
Do you want the fucking, what I came up with? Mm-hmm. What did they want?
I didn't tell them. I want to tell them, but that's kind of what you're saying.
I always tell them, fucking, I got a fucking big fucking...
Here's that thing I was looking for.
I got a big-ass fucking story for you that's fucking full of fucking fun and adventure, fucking, of why I'm late. Or I have the truth. Fucking.
I know, right?
Which one do you want to hear?
I don't like
fucking, you know, I never want to hear why people are late. I don't want to hear either one. Fucking, I'm glad you're here now. Fucking, try to be on time next time. Yeah. Fucking, whatever. Fucking, blah, blah, blah. Get to work.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, but I say to people, don't lie to me. Don't even tell me the truth, because I'm going to look bad at you anyway. You know? Fucking, because people, the truth is, the one thing about the truth is people like you fucking, you don't think it's magic with me. You know, fucking, when I don't tell people fucking how, like I tell you truthfully how everything happens. Right?
Yeah.
Fucking, how fucking all the magic's made. But fucking from a distance, I look like magic to people. You know? I look like I know everything, because I don't explain everything, why I know or what I know. I just go and just fucking, all right, you're done. You know?
Yeah, you're pretty,
But I explain everything to you.
You know you're recording, huh?
Yeah.
I forgot.
What do you mean?
I forgot you're recording. I always forget.
Well, that's why I was hoping you'd forget you were recording.
Oh. What did I say? I forgot.
No, but I was hoping you wouldn't even fucking click on it, so you wouldn't get all fucking...
I know.
Well, now you're like that.
I'm trying to see if this is important.
Right?
Like what?
You're all fucking sketchy. I'm being recorded.
We don't
I have to pay attention to my voice.
Not fuck my voice. I don't care about that. You know what we got to pay attention to is, like last time, Mary said that we didn't finish those sentences. Oh, we do?
Yeah, but see, you should have known when I started talking more clear.
I should have known.
You didn't hear me start talking more clear?
I didn't notice. I didn't notice.
See, and that, folks, is why fucking bitches fucking, they complain.
Why?
Because they don't notice. Things that go beyond their notice is what they say, hey, you don't do this for me no more. But you didn't notice when I did it for you anyway. And so you don't. So you go, you never did it. Default. You know, fucking, I would have noticed if you did it, right? But that's where we are fallible.
What do you mean?
We're fallible. We're fucking, that's why I always say, well, maybe it went beyond my notice, or maybe I could be, I think it's this way, you know, because outside chance, there might be something fucking I'm overlooking. Fucking an outside chance. You can't know everything. You can't fucking, possible, fucking, the people fucking aren't trying to be right, but you're wrong, you know? So when people say I'm wrong, I listen, you know? Fucking, I listen more than when they say that I'm right, because I want to know why am I wrong, because I always want to be right. Mm-hmm. So, you know, you don't hear people tell me I'm wrong very often, you know? And if they do, they're probably wrong. Fucking, well, they're wrong for telling me, but yeah, because I don't talk about it if I'm not sure. You see me, if I'm not sure, or I pause that second. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure on that. So, but yeah, don't go repeating that till you check that out. But I'm pretty sure it's right. And I'm never wrong. I just sometimes I confuse numbers. You know, sometimes I make my own statistics. You know, a lot of times I make my own statistics because I think they make up their own statistics. You know, in statistics, you can skew numbers to say anything. So, and if I give you a statistic and I make it up, chances are I'm pretty close to the actual statistic. You know, fucking, I've never been like fucking, hey, you know, that statistic you gave me is entirely wrong. You said 4 out of 5 dentists fucking recommend not fucking with you. Fucking, it's actually 5 out of 5.
Right? Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, because I just went to my dentist and he said, don't fuck with you either.
5 out of 5. 4 out of 5.
4 out of 5 dentists recommend you don't fuck with Michael Briano. And use Colgate. Because they always say that shit. 4 out of 5 dentists recommend Trident. I don't use anything with fluoride.
Oh, yeah, huh? What kind do you use?
Tom's.
Oh, yeah, you sure do, huh?
And when I don't want to brush my teeth, I use Uncle Tom's.
What's that?
That's when a slave brushes your teeth.
Oh, yeah. Haha. Come here, yesterday.
That's fucking funny.
A slave.
Not a slave, but a agricultural worker of the colonial South.
Oh, that's really sweet.
You know, a fucking rural agricultural worker of the colonial South era would be a nigga.
Nigga, please, you revoke no care.
And see, it's funny to me when I hear white people fucking call fucking themselves niggers. Because they pronounce the R. They don't say nigga. They say nigger. And so they're like, fucking nigger. They wonder why. I just heard this fucking. I was standing in line, fucking trying to pay for my gas. Fucking, and this dude was fucking coming from the back. He's talking to the other coworker. He's like, nigga.
Do you know how many times they try to
they said, what do you say?
the Bible?
Said, nigga, please. Dude, they rewrote the fucking Bible completely in the 1600s. The Catholic Church fucking actually fucking took the King James Version and fucking rewrote the whole fucking thing to include fucking all the Roman fucking laws.
Why don't they put the, like, 48 people inside the room and, like, scholars?
Okay, yeah, that was 116 years after fucking Jesus died. Mm-hmm. Fucking the scholars got together, fucking, and they went through all the scrolls that they had, fucking, and what they interpreted them. Some of them were in different languages, but most of them were, most of them were from people that didn't know how to write. You know, fucking, so they were mixed. It was like Hebrew. It was a combination of like Hebrew, Yiddish, and Arabic. Is what they were, and they were a combination. And see, a lot of them were like shepherds and or fucking undereducated. Like some of those books that were, that a lot of the ones they didn't include were because of that, not because of the content. It was because they couldn't figure out all the writing in it, you know, because it was so many different languages. Because you know, like in the rural parts of Egypt and shit, they fucking spoke Arabic. You know, fucking you got by Jerusalem, they spoke Yiddish. Or Jewish would have been Hebrew, you know, but Yiddish is what Hebrew turned into, you know, fucking the Hebrew language is now called Yiddish, you know, so, and that language is a dying language, it's one of the top dying languages, but there's 2 forms of language that they don't even use. It's called, Deesians or something. That's a language that, they wrote the Bible with, and there's another language that we don't use anymore, and I can't remember what it is. Ephesians or Ethesia. There's another language that was, so there's like 4 different languages the scrolls were written in. You know, like John's scrolls, fucking, like the Psalms and shit, those were all written in fucking, what were they written in? They were written differently. They were in a different language than all of them. All the Psalms were fucking in, I think they were in, I don't know what the fucking language of Rome was. I don't know. I don't know what the language of Rome was, but they were, whatever the language Rome was, or the Romans wrote their fucking laws in, fucking was what John wrote the fucking Psalms in. And they think it's because they're the ones that exiled him. So he was trying to write them so that they could read them.
John Baptist.
No, it was John, the Apostle John. He wrote the Psalms.
I don't know. I was thinking John the Baptist because
he was exiled for 12 years, fucking, to an island, and he wrote the Psalms, and he went crazy, fucking, right about 133, and then, but they were the best Psalms. I mean, when he went crazy, then he got a little fucking crybaby a little bit about it. He was like, okay, the sun is beating down on me, fucking like hell's fire, and fucking God, I still have faith. So anytime you want. You can deliver me from this fucking island. But my heart cries out to you, O Lord. tears of my pencil broke. Fuck.
Well, who was it?
He was like, my pencil broke.
Who was
Fuck.
that? Who was
You
that?
know, he's on a thought, and he's like, fucking, there's nobody else on the island, so he's walking around the island trying to find a pencil and shit. Fucking pencil. He's trying to sharpen it on a rock and shit. Fucking, he's like, God, I'm singing out to you. Praise. I'm writing down praise for everybody to hear your name. And you broke my pencil. You're lucky I can't get this down in a psalm. That would have been Psalms 214. Fucking, my pencil broke, oh Lord, but I still have faith.
No, we were laughing about his name.
He's like, fucking,
Joel.
what would you take if you were stranded on what's the one thing you would take if you're stranded on a fucking deserted island?
One thing I would take.
They say you could take one thing. What would you take with you?
I'd take a boat.
There you go. I would take you, but...
Would you?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Second, after the boat.
You get the boat. What would you have to take?
Second, after the boat. I would take a boat. That's the answer to that question.
But the boat is a...
Yeah, I mean, what else are you going to take?
Well, it's people probably take, I'll take a...
Well, because they say...
phone.
No, because everyone says, well, fucking... This is what I tell people, because people always say... When you ask them what kind of music you listen to, they say everything. Nobody listens to fucking everything, you know. I listen to close of everything that I know of people, you know, because I listen to a lot of different kinds of music, you know. But I know people fucking tell me to turn my shit off all the time, you know, fucking, right? So fucking, I know that fucking you can't listen to everything because, you know. But tell me what you listen to. I might be hip to it, you know. And so I always tell people, if you're on a deserted island, what CDs would you take? Through 3 CDs, you know, fucking, and you're only gonna be there for a week and a half. You're not gonna be there for a lifetime. So don't fucking. I take the Beatles or Chopin. Not something. All you gotta do is get through a week and a half. What 3 CDs?
Yeah, you never asked me that before.
No, because fucking we never had to have those kind of questions. We've spent too much time together.
Yeah.
I know what kind of music you listen to. You know, fucking some of it I like, some of it I don't. Fucking, but you're fucking more top 40 than me. I don't know where you get your music. That's another thing, fucking, because you're getting your music fucking somewhere fucking streamlined, fucking like newer stuff than I am. Because I'm not finding mine like that. Whether it's new or not, I'm finding mine whether it's played or not. You know, so I go by the least frequently played shit that I go through first. So yeah, I'm getting shit that's got 800 views on it, you know, on YouTube. So if I'm looking at the list, if it's got more than fucking like 50,000 views, I don't want to see it. It's not new music to me. So fucking I just go for the shit that's fucking nobody's listening to yet, you know, and then fucking I listen to that and then see which ones I like from there. And I just fucking, if I like a minute of it, I just fucking put it on a playlist, fucking, because I figure I could sort it out later. If I can get through a minute of it, I'd probably like the song, you know. So fucking I just move it to the middle of the song, fucking play the middle. Fucking if I like it, if the hook's good, fucking I'll put it on a playlist and fucking play it for later. And I do that fucking about once every 2 weeks.
Yeah, no, I don't listen to music anymore, to tell you the truth.
I mean,
It's been a while.
Fucking them commercials on YouTube fuck me up, dude.
I just listen to like talking or stuff like that.
Yeah, but see, fucking God wants us to fucking not fucking be focused on fucking.
What?
It's not all about fucking brimstone and fire. Fucking when it comes to me, remember, if he's trying to enjoy the experience, if you're fucking sitting there doing that, fucking that's shit he already knows. That's fucking. So if you for his, I'm saying fucking it doesn't hurt to fucking do things in moderation. I'm saying fucking you probably got a lot of good fucking feedback or a lot of good fucking gaps filled fucking from listening to that shit fucking where you were fucking confused, you know, fucking shit that they probably connected a couple dots for you, you know. But you even see now fucking that you're fucking starting to get over what they're saying. I mean, you can see above where like with the shit that they should have said fucking about this verse that they didn't focus on, or, you know, fucking just little fucking things like that. You know, well, why didn't you talk about this? Or why doesn't, or there's still why questions when they're talking, you know, if you're listening to them. If you're just passively listening to them, then again, with too much knowledge, fucking, just like fucking, you know, God says, I don't want too many words in what I'm saying. I'm going to make it simple. He's saying that fucking, you listen to all that, it pushes out the shit that he wants you to listen to. You know, fucking, he'll bring it to you when it's fucking time. Just like he told me to tell you that verse. That had nothing to do with what we were talking about. You know, I realized that fucking after we started talking about it. Why did he fucking, and he was adamant about that verse. You know, because fucking after we couldn't find it, he just gave up, you know. But fucking,